on to powder her nose. Susan, my girlfriend, but not for much longer. Oh, when I say she's not going to be my girlfriend for much longer, I don't mean we're splitting up. Holy guacamole, no. What I mean is she's going to cease being my girlfriend in order to become my fiancée. My fiancée. I like the sound of that. Fiancée. You know, I was sitting at my desk at work the other day thinking how, if only there were two N's in the word fiancé, how it would be possible to make an anagram out of the word finance. That really tickled me. I like that. I think when she comes back from her expedition to the ladies' room, I might very well mention that as a kind of prelude to what's about to come. Perhaps I shouldn't. I don't want to start off on the wrong foot. I want to set the right tone. After all, we've just been to see Romeo and Juliet. Thanks to a certain William Shakespeare, a particular mood has been established. Yeah. Cheers, Bill. I owe you one. You know, just between you and me, and not allowing myself to sound too smug, I think the evening, what with the pre-show muscles, the 98 Pinot Grigio, I think that's all gone down terrifically well. I can tell she's impressed. I'm not a little infected by the evening as a whole. I even sneaked a sideways glance across at her during the show. Can't remember which bit, somewhere towards the end. And lo and behold, what did I see but tears in her eyes? When I saw those tears, I knew everything had gone according to plan. I felt a little bit proud of myself, I have to admit. Of course, I'm not exactly over the finish line yet. There's still a little way to go. Small matter of her acceptance of my proposal, but I feel confident that when she feels the size of my ring, when she feels that, and it is a very big ring, there's no denying it, when she feels her finger inside my ring, I feel absolutely certain that the evening will culminate in our mutual consent. Oh, vibration. She appreciates I like to be kept in the picture. She'll know I'm waiting, and she'll know I'm wondering where she is, and she'll want to reassure me. That's why we love each other, because we can anticipate each other's needs. There, you see, just as I was saying, tail back in the ladies' room. She's an absolute stunner, my Susan. Absolute stunner. I'm a very lucky chap. You'll see what I mean for yourself in a minute. Sometimes I have to pinch myself just to make sure I'm not living some kind of a dream, that these last 3 years haven't been a figment of my imagination, a delicious fantasy. She really is that special. Of course, I've had plenty of other girlfriends in the past. Been around the block a few times, I won't deny it. But she's the only one I truly feel comfortable with, that I can just be myself with. Don't have to put on an act for, don't have to pretend I'm something I'm not for. So, I think it's about time I got down on the old bended knee. 3 years is long enough to reach a conclusion. If you can't decide whether or not to commit after that, perhaps you're barking up the wrong tree. Maybe it's time to move on to pastures new. I am a little apprehensive. I suppose there's always a possibility, albeit a slim one, or slim chance, that she, even at this advanced stage, that she, for whatever reason, decides to reject my offer. But I do like to think I'm a good catch. She could do a lot worse. When it comes to security, she need look no further than in my direction. I appreciate being financially comfortable isn't the be-all and end-all, but it doesn't do any harm. And she won't mind my saying that before she met me, she never really was. She was just another office worker struggling to pay the rent. I've given her a taste of the good life in small doses. And from what I can see, she's lapped it up and come running back time and time again for more of the same. So, it's about time I look to the future, made plans, get the right piece of paper, put down roots, plans to be made, children to be gat, promotions sought after, nappies to be bought, holidays to be planned, new cars to be part exchanged, mortgage repayments to be met, catchment areas to be moved to, exercise to be taken on a regular basis, regardless of weather conditions, household and pet insurance to be purchased, home improvement magazines to be paid by direct debit. Civil relations with neighbours to be cultivated in spite of ethnic background and or sexual persuasion. School meals to be paid for, family learning to be encouraged, snoring remedies to be purchased in order to get an uninterrupted night's sleep. Funerals of elderly relatives jointly attended, and premature deaths also. I'm going to pop the question in Don Giovanni's. I've already arranged everything with Paolo, the maitre d'. Susan is a big fan of avocados, so I've taken the liberty of pre-ordering them as a starter. But here's the coup de grace. When she feasts her eyes on her ripe little avocado, what does she see but my big, juicy ring gleaming up at her? I feel certain that when she sees that, it will have the desired effect. I'm sure you can appreciate I'm the sort of person who, once I've decided on a course of action, I see things through to the finish. There's absolutely no alternative. All my energy goes into achieving my objective. I leave no stone unturned in my bid to reach my goals. I've never seen anything wrong with it. To me, there's nothing wrong with being abnormal about being single-minded in order to achieve one's objectives. It's ridiculous to think otherwise. I approach the subject of love as I approach everything else, with a sense of purpose. I take my time, work things out, speculate to a certain extent, and then invest time and energy into achieving my objective. After all, in order to be happy, one has to know one's limitations and act accordingly in an attempt to achieve contentment in some form or another. I mean, take that play tonight. Come on. People aren't really like that, are they? Come on. You're not trying to tell me that the Polish woman who cleans my office has ever felt like that? Or the people sitting in traffic jams for hours on end, the truck drivers, the shop assistants, the lollipop lady, have ever felt that way? No. The losers are the ones who believe all that nonsense can actually happen to them. The winners are the ones who cut their suits according to their cloth. I mean, at the end of the day, none of us want to end up on our own, do we? Where's the reward in that? Most of us just want someone sitting across the breakfast table as we sugar our grapefruit. Oh, vibration. Update. Hello, my darling. How are you getting on in there? Are you okay? You sound a little upset, Pumpkin. What's the matter? What's the matter with my little chipmunk? You've been crying again. I know, but it is only a play, just a bunch of actors making stuff up. Look, come out and we'll talk about it then. What do you mean? I'm sorry? You can't come out of the cubicle? You can't come out or you can't get out? I don't understand. Are you stuck? Are you trapped? Is there something wrong with the door? Is it jammed? Is the lock broken? No? Sorry, my love. You're just not making any sense. Are you able to get out or aren't you? We seem to be at cross purposes. I can fetch someone if you like. I can get somebody, a female member of staff. You don't want me to? Why don't you want me to? I'm a little confused. You're starting to sound a little unhinged. I wouldn't put it like that myself, but yes, if you'd like to put it that way. Well, I wouldn't, but if you want to. Look, my petal, the last thing we need is you upsetting yourself. That's the last thing we want, isn't it? Yes? Sweet pea? Hello? Are you still there? I can come and get you if you'd like. Of course I can come and get you if that's what you want me to do. You just smart yourself up, powder your nose, pull yourself together a bit, and I'll meet you outside the ladies in a moment, okay? Not really a good idea, me entering in there myself, is it, the ladies' toilet? Well, to begin with, it's a bit unsavoury, don't you think? A bit sleazy, but not in keeping, me actually entering in there. I'll just meet you outside. As I said, it's inappropriate for me to actually come in there. There may be other patrons using the amenities. You know, Susan, this is so out of character.
This attitude, this behaviour of yours, I really don't know where it's coming from. I've never known you to act in this way before. In all the time I've known you, this is the first time you've displayed such an inappropriate, obstinate nature. Now, come on. No, I'm not coming in the bloody cubicle. Look, what is this? Why do you... Susan, you're embarrassing yourself and you're embarrassing me. Look, there are people here, important people from work. Giles Prendergast is here, for crying out loud. He arranged this whole corporate shindig. Look, Susan, I have an avocado waiting. No, I'm not coming in the fucking cubicle! Hello, Susan. Susan. Hello, are you there? Susan. Where have you gone?